Oh, perseverance is essential in anything. Whether it's a career change, whether it's a relationship or a personal change, whether it's a health challenge that you're faced with, perseverance is essential. And again, I reference back to parenting. Is perseverance something that can be taught? I think the best way for a child to learn perseverance is to see it in play and to lead by example as a parent. So it's essential to anything. And you hear, perseverance of an organization, organizations that make that cultural shift. And as we talked earlier about the shift of a culture to a more secure, satisfied and secured culture within the contact center, I think leaders need to be perseverant, but they need to lead by example.
I'm thinking back to that 25-year-old who was working in a call center. Like, nobody wakes up in the morning and says, you know what, I really want to get a job in a call center. Never happens, right? So, and it didn't happen to me. You find yourself doing it. You find yourself in it. For me, I found myself selling accidental death and dismemberment insurance over the phone, right? So that was a hard sell. But you have to stick through it, right? And so I guess my story of resiliency was just making it happen, and recognizing, I had to be in a team of 200 people. I recognized that I didn't want to be doing that for very long. But what I did want to be doing was I wanted to be working with the people who were over there, the people who were doing the training, the people who were doing the leadership and the coaching and the supervision. And that's the group that I wanted to be part of. So I very quickly identified with that group and said, okay, I'm going to do this job as best as I can, and I'm going to make sure that they know, and they know that what I can contribute. So in terms of the resilience, I think rather than saying, oh, I'm making $7 an hour, and this is really hard, it's thinking of, okay, this is what I have. What do I have to work with, and how can I use this to as the stepping stone to the next step?
The resilience is not something that, truthfully, I don't think resilience is something you tap into like willpower. It's shown that willpower is something that you discipline. I think resilience is a conviction that starts so far down inside, it can't be compromised, right? It's not I could be swayed from a good decision or a bad decision. It is something that I think is, it's unwavering, right? And I will, oftentimes a book comes to you that was meant to, and I read a book at that period called Essentialism. And, I think in this day and age when we're assailed by lots of things that are important or nice or all those kind of things, it really forces us to challenge what's essential. So I would say that resiliency stems from what you think is really, really essential.
I think you're up against resiliency all the time, and sometimes you don't even realize it. And I think one of the things I would, that I always try and draw on is, how was I resilient in the past in different scenarios? And I've got lots and lots of experiences where you're leading a project or leading a team, and it's not necessarily heading in the right direction. And you've really got to motivate people to rally around to achieve a better result. And most of the time, that resiliency to keep going leads you to develop a better product or a better service, or you end up somewhere and are way more successful than where you started. And I think that's the biggest piece around resiliency is you be true to yourself, keep motivating people towards the end goal, and you're probably going to end up creating a better product through having to be resilient along the way.